intelligent optimization for us means that this is an interaction of or a combination of different algorithms or technologies that could be used to improve the scheduling. And we have a lot of really a big set of different algorithms, and I don't want to go into detail of each of one because it will take us hours or days. So let's take a look into some specific ones. So what we have is a so-called fill trip algorithm that can fill up gaps of existing routes. So I give you an example. This is an example of a route that has obviously a gap in the afternoon. So here are some tasks planned, but the afternoon is completely free. So what a fill trip algorithm can do, it can search for candidates that could fit into this route for this technician, and it can fill up automatically this route with candidates that fit into this technician's agenda and make an efficient route. So this could in the end reduce the idle time and increase the efficiency. So this is only an example if you do it for one route, but you can imagine if you do this for hundreds or thousands of routes automated by a job in the background, then this could really increase your efficiency. It could be that it's also a gap in the morning, or maybe a gap between some tasks where a task could not be fulfilled, and now you have a gap in the route and you can fill this up automatically. This really helps the service operations to get an optimal workload of the resources. So this is only one example, but we see that optimization is always a setup of different algorithms. It's not only the fill trip, or it's not only just an optimization. It's always a setup of different algorithms that are combined to increase the efficiency. And in this example, it's a real example from a service company with 80 technicians. They are doing approximately 1,600 visits per week, so they are really busy. And we set up a customized set of algorithms to increase the efficiency of the whole field service. So the field trip I explained before. We have a Swon mix, for example. A Swon mix is an algorithm that is used for pre-planning the next weeks or months. And a cheapest insert, for example, is used to plan ad hoc visits that came in. If a customer calls and say, I have to repair a machine, then we have to put in a task in the existing trips and find the cheapest insertion point to have really a cost-efficient fit into the routes. And a trip optimization that runs over all trips and try to optimize the routes by changing the positions of stops. And this, in the end, could save you up to 20% of travel distance and travel time. So these are real figures from an example where we see that the travel distance and the travel time could be significantly reduced by using this setup of algorithms. And the main message here is that it's not only the one algorithm that saves you all the money, it's always a setup of different technologies that must be streamlined and must be customized together with a customer. And then it's really possible to save a lot on this side.
This is actually quite interesting to watch. I'm just watching this diagram that's moving around because it makes sense. it is actually, it's the same as when you showed the clusters of the service distribution. It makes sense that you have the shortest route planned, and then also in that sense optimizing the technicians already in field by planning yet another visit for them. I mean, it's simple math if you think about it, right? It's also like a technician has a certain amount of hours in a day, and of course you want him to be able to do as many stops as possible on his existing route, right? Or with a small modification, of course. And this is, a brilliant way of making sure that we optimize his route or her route. But it's most often a he. But It's brilliant to see that. I mean, 20% of savings is a lot in these instances, and not to mention the other aspects. Of course, you will be able to cover more customers more rapidly, and in that sense, also probably increase the customer satisfaction, the potential, level of the service level agreement, and there is an outcome in terms of top line revenue that is driven by your service efficiency as well.